I was going to start doing a video right now on polish application, but I looked outside and it is gorgeous. I think before I'm going to do the video, I'm going to go for a walk. What do you think? I think so. Look at this. A nice walk in the snow, and it's sunny. Now there's a person there walking. I'm going to do that too. Okay, everyone. This is Maria from Vancouver, Canada, and I just came back from a wonderful walk outside. Oh, the air was crisp. The snow was crunching up under my feet. It was gorgeous. Anyways, so guess what? Today we're doing application of polish or enamel on short nails. So let's get going. The first thing you want to do after you have pushed back the cuticles and filed the nails properly, you want to apply a coat of base coat. Here right now I'm using a nail strengthener. The purpose of a base coat is to prepare the nail plate. It is like a primer, so it gives a finished coat onto the nail. It also helps the polish to adhere better, but most of all, it protects the nail plate from the color. Once you apply one coat evenly applied, 2 coats of color of your choice, and then 1 coat of top coat. Purpose of the top coat, first of all, we all know it gives a beautiful shine. It brings out the color, but most of all, it protects the polish from chipping. So now that we know the 3 products to use, let's get started. Okay, so let's look at, I'm going to be using the base coat. And when you apply the polish, always remove the polish on one side here. So you have only like a little bead on the other side. Okay. When you apply it, even if it's a base coat only, take your time and put the polish, the base coat, from side to side. Again, from side to side, side. So you know that the nail plate has been primed properly. You do this, then the polish will go on much easier. You see, it's nicely applied. Okay, so now that we have applied the base coat, and the base coat is just been applied just a few seconds ago, this is the time we are going to apply the color. Good quality polish, it's important. Don't shake it, otherwise it will cause bubbles. So a lot of people like to do this just to move the product. Okay, I'm very particular how you take care of your product. The polish, if you leave it on the side, it might cake dry polish on the spout. Every time after you use the polish, keep the spout clean by taking a little bit of a polish remover and with a disc so you can clean it. Because if you accumulate polish on the spout, air will go inside and the product inside, which is very similar to polish remover, it will evaporate and the polish will thicken. If the polish thickens, there is a product which is a thinner, and you can apply a couple of drops, not too many, just a couple of drops, so the polish will go on more smoother, especially once the polish comes down to half. But if you do take care of the polish, the spout, that the air does not go in, you will notice that your polishes will last a lot longer. So let's start with the application. When you start with the application, just like as the base coat, go inside, remove one side of the brush. So you'll have just like a little bead right on the polish brush here. Every nail, of course, if you see the pinky is smaller and the thumb is bigger, so that means that if you're working on the pinky, you will have less polish on the brush versus the thumb. Okay, so let's get started here. Okay, so what I like to do, hopefully you can see this, I put it down and I push the polish right to the edge, very close, and then down. On the other side, very close. Now take your time. Okay, and then if you have too much, like I have a little bit too much, take it off a little bit, and then go right at the edge of the other side. Now, and remove the excess. Take your time. You don't have to go fast. Okay, so from side to side, and it's nice and round. There's no like unevenness. That's important. Let's take the other one. Polish on one side, put it very close to the cuticle, and then push to polish right close as you can. Down on one side, down on the other side, and then remove the excess. Okay, let's do the other one. Again, put the polish down, push the polish, the little bead, go down on one side, then go down the other side, and then remove the excess. I tell you, if you follow this, you'll always apply the polish properly. Again, polish on one side, go very close, push the polish to the edge, down on one side, down the other side, and then remove the excess. Now I know that a lot of people say one in the center, but for me it does not work as well, just as for me, okay? Okay, so now the thumb, I want to get a lot more polish. Same idea, push, go on one side, go on the other side. Okay, remove the excess. Remember, my nails are short, but it goes on nicely. Look at that. And I'm going to put the second coat, but this is just the first coat. Looks good, doesn't it? And it's easy. I'll get back to you. So I have applied 2 coats. As a professional nail technician, manicurist, or esthetician, your main focus is not to use a little tool to clean up. Now, if they're really short, you might touch here, so then if you want to use some polish remover and clean off the edges, you can. But you should not touch the cuticles. Get as close as possible. Have a nice round application from side to side without touching the skin. Now, if the client has, again, very short nails, you might touch this area. So yeah, so then you want to use a orange wood stick or anything to clean off a little bit the edge. But if you start making messy jobs, you are not showing that you are a professional. Okay? The last step is to use a top coat. Top coat is very easy, much easier than applying the polish. And let's put this on the side. Get the same thing, the little bead, and apply evenly. Not just like quickly, evenly. And this is a time that I like to seal the bottom. Now, I know that a lot of people, they seal everyone. It's not necessary. It's a waste of time. Seal at the end. So apply the polish from side to side again, exactly the same as I applied the enamel, and then seal it at the bottom. Your polish will last longer. From side to side, and then seal it nicely. Yes, it's exciting. It looks good. It brings out the shine. Seal. Very good. And then the thumb. Most of the work is when you apply the color. And of course, I haven't done this side, but this is nice, isn't it? Look at this. Evenly applied. Did not waste any time to clean it up because I took the time with the application. Now, before I leave you, how you take care of your product. I just used it, and of course, it's going to be a little bit of polish on the spout. You're not going to leave it like this. You're going to take some polish remover, and I'm going to take it here, and my little disc here. I'm going to get a little bit of polish remover on my disc, like this. And I'm going to clean. Please take the time. And this is mainly for everybody, but mainly my students. Clean this. Because your polish will last a lot longer. Close it nice and tight. And put it away. But I also do that for my top coat and base coat. And you will notice that your polishes will last a lot longer. This takes only a second, doesn't take very long. Your top coat and your base coat, nice and clean, almost like brand new. It closes nice and tight. I hope that this gave you value and you enjoyed it. And I would love for you to subscribe and share with others. And remember to press the little bell so when I do these tutorials, you're there with me. And I really appreciate your support. Take care.